Now that we have our woman isolated, it's time to change the color of her hair. If you found a model with black hair, good for you. But if it's brown or red or blonde, you got to change it. They want black hair. That's essential. So I'm going to click on our isolated layer, hide the layer below it, so we can see we've got this isolated pretty darn well. And we're going to go ahead and jump this to a new layer, Command J, which jumps the visible to a new layer. We can hide that bottom one. And with this layer active, I want to select her. Now we could go up to select, load selection, and choose her, or because she's already isolated, we can hold down Command and click on the icon, not the name, the icon. And when we do so, we select her. Now, with the lasso tool, again, the quick selection tool, it's a white dress, blonde hair. There's not a lot of contrast here. So I'm just going to start here. Remember, Option, Shift adds, Option subtracts. So I'm going to come here and make just a rough selection. And then come all the way around, and I want to remove the rest of the selection so only her hair is selected. And then come in here and clean up this selection. Do some touch up. I'm going to go ahead and deselect that and show you what I ended up with under Select, Load Selection, so you don't have to watch me do it because I've already told you. Shift adds, Option subtracts, and save this out as hair. Now you have a selection, and you see I selected the shadow down here even and ignored this part in the center. And that's because she's so small, and the color of the hair and the color of the dress, they're going to work. It's going to look like hair. So once this is selected, that means we can paint over this. We want to choose, now this goes for whatever color you have. Choose the color you want. In black, is hair really jet black or is it really, really dark? We'll just select that color, get a paintbrush, and change the mode to color. This is important. Change the mode to color, full opacity, full flow, and then come out here, and the way you change the size, you can change the brush head right here. How big do you want it? All this stuff. I never touch that because here, if I hold down Control and Option, not Command, Control and Option, I can't be out here. It won't work. I have to be over this right here. Hold down Control and Option, drag right to make it bigger, left to make it smaller, down to make it harder, up to make it softer. And it really doesn't matter because we have a selection. We can make this brush as big as we want, and we're just going to go boom. And you're going to say, well, that's not black, that's gray. Yeah, that's right. There's another step. Now from here, with the selection still active, I'm going to come up to Adjustments and throw a Curves layer on it, right here. Curves. And let's open this up a little bit so you can see the entire thing. I'm just going to grab it right about here and start pulling down. Look at the color of the hair change. And you watch the hair and you go, looks a little black with some highlights in it, and it looks like hair. And notice this opening right here? That's just fine. All of this worked. You don't have to have this perfect selection. If she were larger, if she were the focal point, yes, you do have to take much more care and select the hair very differently. But for this, because she's so small in the poster, not in that one. Oh, I closed it. File, open recent. We'll open this one just so you can see. Because she's so small in this photo, and we're going to add grain and blur, and there's all kinds of things we're going to do to make this look better. She's going to look just fine. And if I hit Command 1 to go to actual size, hold down the space bar, pull her up, notice this looks completely natural. Okay? So, pretty good, huh? Takes a little bit of time. Whoops. Let's come back to Photoshop and come over here. Now we have our woman selected. Now we need to be on this uppermost layer. We need her isolated with her black hair. So Shift Option Command N and then E. And now with the Move tool, now we can move her, well, can't yet. Let me hit F twice in order to get our tabs back because we want to put her on this Autumn Bright Daylight. So click and drag her with the Move tool, hover, Wait, still holding down. I'm going to hold down Shift and drop her right there. And I'll pull her down, put her over the top of this one. And she's a little smaller. That's okay. This other one, I'm going to throw away. And now I think she fits a little better there. I'm going to move her a little bit. Okay, I'm on the wrong layer. It helps move her up the path just a touch. You know, kind of like it right there. Feels good. She needs a shadow. She needs other stuff. And you can see over here, down here, look, there needs to be a shadow here. We need to turn this into black and white. And then we need to start moving up the layer stack.